Hi, my name is Kelly Munoz. I teach Western astrology, and I created this video for anyone that is interested in knowing more about astrology. And the main question is, what is astrology? Astrology is a spiritual science. It falls under the category of metaphysics, the study of that which is beyond the physical. Astrology describes the relationship between the outer and our inner universe. To understand how astrology works, we must understand that everything in the universe is interconnected. Like within us, our cells, tissues, and organs form a system. We are another cell within the universe. We are a microcosm within a microcosm. And what is the foundation of astrology? The position of the planets in the sky in relation to Earth create frequencies. And these frequencies create patterns. And these patterns have been recorded since ancient time, creating the foundation of astrology. Each constellation is a group of stars and have a symbol that represents the predominant energy of that constellation. Each of those symbols represents the zodiac. The planets orbit around the sun. In that journey, they pass by each of the 12 constellations. When a planet goes through a constellation, it is influenced by the energy of that constellation. Planet Earth orbits around the sun in a cycle of 365 days, moving approximately every 30 days from one constellation to another. From the Earth point of view, it is the sun the ones that move. To have more clarity on this, look at this graphic and see each of these constellations. What they are a group of stars that divide the sky into areas. And that place in a space or constellation where the sun was on the day of your birth is your sun sign, and is the sign that you recognize as your zodiac sign. Here we can see through this graphic how the influence of the position of the planets in relation to Earth at the moment we take our first breath of air create frequencies. And these frequencies create patterns. And these patterns are reflected in our natal chart. We are the result of the combination of the energy of each planet in our solar system. Knowing that each planet is also an aspect of the divine source God, as we are made as equal image of God, we are made as equal image of the planets. Here we can see an example of a natal chart. Any natal chart will contain these elements. The first ones are the planets, that are the symbols that we see inside of the triangles. The planets travel through constellations or signs, and those signs are the symbols that we see in the outside wheel. The next element of the natal chart are the houses. The houses are those 12 triangles that we see, and they represent different areas of life. And lastly, the last element are the aspects, and the aspects are the energy that flows in between the planets. And those ones are those lines that we see in the smaller circle at the center of the wheel. So everyone is going to have the same planets, the same signs, the same houses in their natal chart. What it makes the difference is the position of those planets at the time that we are born. And that changes the energy of each of the planets according to the sign or the constellations that they are located at the moment we are born and the aspects that they made to other planets. And here's some information about the houses. Each of these houses have a natural ruler that gave the characteristics of each of what these houses are about. The first house, the natural ruler of the first house is Aries, but that can be different in each of us chart. But the natural ruler gave the characteristics of Aries, gave the characteristics of this house that is about who I am, my self-identity, my appearance, my body, my identity. The second house, natural ruler, is Taurus, and this house is about what I value, my self-worth, my money, my resource, my skills, my income. The third house, natural ruler, is Gemini, and this house is about how I think, how I learn, how I communicate. The fourth house natural ruler is Cancer, and it's about how I nurture myself, how I feel safe. It's about my home, it's about my roots, my family. The fifth house natural ruler is Leo, and it's about self expression, creativity, our inner child. The sixth house natural ruler is Virgo, and it's about our work, our service to others, our habits, routines, diet, health have to do with this house. The seventh house natural ruler is Libra, and this house is about how we relate to other ones in a one-on-one relationship, how we express ourselves in relation to others, in a marriage, in a contract, in a partnership. The eighth house natural ruler is Scorpio, and it's about our intimacy, the things that are more intimate to us, sometimes occult, sometimes taboo, like sex, or like mystery, transformation, death. All these things have to do with the eighth house. The ninth house natural ruler is Sagittarius. And this house is about how I grow, how I expand my higher learning, my higher education, my faith, religion, wisdom have to do, traveling have to do with this house. The 10th house natural ruler is Capricorn. And this house about how I achieve is about our career, success, our reputation, fame, image, the father figure and authority have to do with this house. The 11th house natural ruler is Aquarius, and this house is about what I aspire to. Our goals, our aspirations have to do a lot with community, with friendship. And the 12th house is the natural ruler is Pisces, and is about how I serve to other ones. But this is a service that is selfless. Is also have to do with the subconscious, with karma, with transcendence, with solitude, and with secrets. And this concludes this presentation. Thank you for your time, and thank you for being interested in knowing more about astrology. But more important, thank you for being here and being interested in knowing more about yourself.